Hey everybody, T-Ham141 here, and I am live on a Thursday night. Oh man, it is beautiful out. The weather is beautiful. Uh, man, I tell you, on a day like today, I could really nap one. Oops. The weather is beautiful. I said, sorry about that. Um, hey Mahilan, how's it going? Little homestead by the beach. All those things are not in the garden right now. Yes, there. I put up a poll. The poll says if you had to eat what was planted in your garden right now, what would you be eating the most of? Now, we can kind of expand that to anything you have planted on the property. Um, I know that right now it is just the beginning of the season. Uh, I am just hesitating on transplanting my squash from the greenhouse to the uh, to the actual garden. Uh, it kind of makes me nervous. I do not want to lose it. I planted 2 tomato plants and they did not fare well at all. They are sticks sticking up and just hanging on to the cages. Chives and lovage. What is lovage? Chives, I know. Chives, I've got my chives are growing. Where my parsley was growing, because I was astounded. I thought I had developed a green thumb out of this world, because I planted parsley in the garden, a 4x8 bed of parsley, and this was 2 years ago, and oh my goodness, it took off. Come to find out, anybody can pretty much grow parsley, but now there is a okay, taste is strong. Chives also, lol, immense. Oh, okay. Lovage is okay. It tastes strong celery. Oh, nice. But with my with my parsley this year, right where I have the sticker, because we had bought one plant and then I planted a bunch by seed, and right where we had planted the plant, there's a perfect plant growing there. It's beautiful. And then all throughout that 4x8 thing, I took a picture of it, and because it kind of looks like parsley, and I took a picture of it because I wanted to confirm that my picture this plant identifier app was actually working. It says it's mugwort, and I do have the exact same plant growing elsewhere, that I know I didn't plant parsley there. And it does look, now that I was in Walmart today and I was looking at a parsley plant, and it does look different than parsley. So it's mugwort. So don't take any parsley from me this year. But we did have two years of, oh my goodness, overabundance of parsley. So I've got plenty still stored up in the pantry, dried. But yeah, right now, carrots. Everybody's got carrots. I've got carrots coming up in the greenhouse. I planted them in barrels. I cut the barrels off to about 2 foot high, maybe, basically into thirds of 55-gallon drums. Filled it with the topsoil manure mix that my son-in-law brought me, and I said, okay, I'm going to do this 2 ways. I watered the soil really well. There are drainage holes on the bottom, of course, and uh, and then I planted the seeds. And then on the other one, I just planted the seeds because the soil was already kind of damp. Well, on the one that I watered first, the top of the soil formed a crust, and it is really, really hard. The other one is doing great, and there are carrots coming up. There are carrots coming up in both of them, which is just phenomenal. Hey, if you're here, go ahead and throw me a comment and let me know which let me know uh, which state you're from, or province, or Canada. Okay, we've got tomatoes at 33% and carrots at 67%. Tomatoes, for those, hey Remy, how's it going? Did you get the link? I can go ahead and post that link again if you hey, Camp to Family Farm. I'll go ahead and if I can get my mouse over here. Idaho in the house. Let's see. Copy to clipboard. Come over here. Boom. And Control V. Oh, that's okay. You don't have to join tonight. I appreciate you being here. But if anybody does, I just put the link up. I boy, today I sifted out a whole 4-wheeler trailer, which isn't a whole lot, of the manure topsoil mix. And ooh, got a new laptop. Rem's Family Farm getting an upgrade. Way to go, brother. That's awesome. But I sifted out some of the manure compost because he could have sifted it for me. But I decided that I would go ahead and save him the time. He cut me a good deal on it, and besides that back and forth motion with my hands with the sieve that I built, I'm actually starting to lose. I'm down to like a B cup, Doing editing during your breaks at work. Yeah. I tell you, I work on this laptop. It's an HP laptop from Walmart. And that's YouTube and my online endeavors. I don't watch movies or shows or anything like that on it. It's just for my editing and all that stuff. I have two external hard drive. Well, I have one external hard drive that is dedicated to my videos. Then I have one that I took from the other laptop that Wendy was using, because unfortunately she's not using it anymore. But yeah, it is nice to have a dedicated computer just for this stuff because I can keep it from getting all trampled down, filled up. Finished around midnight last night. Oh, you're taking care of the fiddleheads. That's awesome. Hey, tonight, stick around. I'm going to be doing a drawing here in just a little bit. They sent my Redbubble sent me the wrong sticker. Well, I've got one. I had ordered one, but this is the Homesteader sticker. I don't know if you can really tell where that comes off. Move it this way. Move my finger. But it's a nice little sticker. And I'll go ahead and raffle that off. Oh, Marty Lynn, I so appreciate it. I really do. But it'll be worth it because maybe you'll win the Homesteader sticker. Some of you know that this summer I'm going to West Virginia with my younger brother, and we're going to be in his side by side UTV, and we're going to be riding the Hatfield and McCoy Oh, excuse me. I chugged that water. Woo, excuse me again. We're going to be riding the Hatfield and McCoy trail system. And so I went ahead and I got my Homesteader sticker on my hat. This is what it looks like when it's on something. And then on the left side in West Virginia, you have to register your helmet. That's actually very smart of them. Because instead of one getting the money from one sport utility vehicle, they can get 2 or 3 or 4 helmets registered for $50, yeah. So on the left side is the sticker, and then I've got another sticker coming with the emblem on my hat, my thand141.com, off the grid in the 21st century. All this could be yours. Just go to the website thand141.com, check out merch. I got books, I got all that other stuff. It'll wine you, it'll dine you. A handy dandy. What was that Gallagher? Oh my goodness, he is my favorite comedian of all time. The handy dandy whack-a-matic. Oh, with the sledgehammer. But yeah, tonight I want to talk a little bit about the whole. Well, I want to talk a little bit about everything, I think, because there are a lot of people who wonder about the off-grid side of things. So if you got any questions on that, Sledge-O-Matic, that's it, the Sledge-O-Matic. But there are a lot of people who wonder about the off-grid side of things. Well, gee, Tracy, you're on a laptop. You've got lighting, cameras, a microphone, 2 screens going. Wow, you're so far off the grid. What do? Live next to a power plant? No, I have a 1,000-watt solar panel system with 7 100 amp hour batteries, 12-volt batteries. I am still in the 12-volt system. I want to upgrade. My friend Matt just found some 6-volt batteries that are 200 amp hour batteries, and I would really they're the new. They're not new. Oh goodness gracious, they're lithium batteries. They're supposed to last longer, and the lower the voltage on the battery, if you take 2 6-volt batteries and make one 12-volt battery out of them, they actually take a charge faster and hold a charge longer than just one 12-volt battery. I am not sure why or how that works. Just throw that anywhere. I am not sure how or why that works, but that's, oh my goodness, everything's a fallen. But it does, and it's pretty cool. So I want to upgrade my system, my batteries. Right now, I'm just adding batteries. I was talking to my brother the other day. Hey, little house in the big woods, how's it going? Welcome. And we were talking about various things, and I said, yeah, right now I am going to work on building up my battery bank. Oh, let's see here. What do we got to show? I have 21 100-watt panels and 18 6-volt golf cart batteries as a backup. That is awesome. Golf cart batteries are meant to store they're meant to store power for quite a while, and release it sporadically. They're meant to take that drain and then no drain and drain and no drain. If you've ever seen me drive a golf cart, you'll understand. Ooh, got most of the garden tilled. Nice, nice. I had sifted out a trailer load of the manure compost mix, and I was, yeah, absolutely. If you'd like, I do you need me to put the link on again, Gil? Oh yeah, we need rain too. But then my mom called, and my mom, please be praying for my mom. She has COVID, and it has set in her lungs, and they wanted her to get a chest X-ray. Uh, so I took her for a chest X-ray today. So basically, I got a trailer load of sifted soil. There we go. There he is.
What's going on? Okay. Oh wow. Hang on a second here. It did it
Yep.
twice. It shot two at me there.
Oh.
Oh boy. Whew.
But yeah, the yeah, we really need rain today. I've got two 300-gallon totes that I fill from the well for the summer outside, and I filled them, and then I got to tell you, just to be honest, I filled one and a half rain barrels uh, because I use those primarily for the garden and the animals. But it was, oh my gosh, it's just been so dry here.
Oh yeah.
Uh, uh,
The same here. Except I had an excavator being delivered tomorrow morning, and then on the first was going to get a one of those Bobcat track skiers, not a skid, a track one that runs nice and smooth. I had to
mm-hmm.
push them both off 4 days because this weekend, starting tomorrow about noon, rain, 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 rain. Yes.
Yeah.
And they were able to push it off no problem and reschedule me for that stuff. But yeah, I mean, Saturday and Sunday is like 90% rain, and when anything over
Nice.
40%, we get rained on.
Yeah. I'm hoping we get some rain. I right now in my garden, other than the stuff, my asparagus is coming back up really nice, better than I expected it to. Because last year I planted a bunch by just seed, one plant a couple years ago, and then I expanded it with seeds. And my chives are coming up. What I thought was my parsley coming back up turned into mugwort, so that's no good. But I planted corn the other day. One row of flour corn, and then 3 rows of double sweet corn. Then I planted my sugar beets in the garden, and I put a bunch of onions in where my other onions were coming up from last year, because my other onions just weren't big enough last year to be worth doing anything with. Um, I have not gotten any of my potatoes to come up this year. Usually they come up on their own. Uh, and last year I dug them up. Well, no, last year I missed. The year before, I dug up a couple, and they were just so small that I said I'm going to leave them, and they came back. Or I expected them to come back like they did the year before. Onions and leeks this morning, and some chamomile in the food forest. Nice. My echinacea, I finally broke down and planted echinacea. Is that your garden, Gil, behind you?
Oh, I wish.
Right?
This
That's
this this
beautiful.
this, this is my green screen right here. But I
Right.
wish that was my garden.
Right. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Uh but so I broke down and I bought from Walmart of all places 2 echinacea roots, and planted
Hey,
them,
if
and
they
they're
if
doing
they
beautiful.
grow and you get them from Walmart, you can't beat it.
Right. Right. Uh and it's they're doing really good. I've just got to find out if I've got yarrow, and I have the echinacea, and I have comfrey that I have to find out if they are invasive, if they'll take over an area. The comfrey I want to do good because it's fertilizer.
I know comfrey grows good and spreads a little bit, but I'm not sure how much it spreads. I know Courtney at White Family Farm was talking about her comfrey, and Tammy at Rebel Canners was talking about it. So I'm not sure how much it spreads. It also probably depends on your location.
Yeah. I watched a video, Living Traditions Homestead, and she was making, she said, "You'll never buy Miracle Grow again," I think was the title. And she took comfrey and cut it all up, put it in water, and after 2 or 3 days, you can spray it on the ground around your plants. But then after 2 or 3 weeks, you have to dilute it in order to do that. It goes to, I think she said it's just under a 511 fertilizer, which is awesome. 511. That's what I'm looking for, is ways to skimp out on fertilizer and keep things going. Oh yeah, I think my echinacea are coming back. They did not grow a lot last year, so I was not sure if they would survive. I think I have 4 mini plants. Nice. Echinacea, if I remember right, is on a 2-year cycle. They'll blossom the second year, but the whole plant is very, very medicinal. My echinacea tincture is pretty much a heal all. Wendy had an earache, and she thought she was getting an ear infection, and we took a Q-tip with the echinacea tincture on it, which is just echinacea soaked in 80 proof vodka, and then, which that'll cure anything right there. But we put some in her ear and then some right behind her ear, and within 5 minutes, she said the pain and discomfort was gone.
Yeah, my chiropractor used to give me echinacea pills, for my back pain.
Oh, nice.
I'm no longer seeing him, so it worked.
Yeah, there you go. I need to get a chiropractor. But
when you're looking for a chiropractor, I'll give you a hint. Don't just go for a chiropractor. Go for someone that is a doctor of chiropractics. They went to school for 4 more years beyond becoming just a chiropractor. They actually can prescribe medicines. They're considered a doctor.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Yeah. Let's see. Comfrey helps with the powdery mildew too. Oh, nice. But I'm wondering, because I've got 2 or 3 comfrey plants in pots, and they're not growing very big. I've got one in a little 6-inch, one of those cardboard pots.
Peat pots.
And what's that?
Peat pot.
Yeah, a peat pot, and it's growing out of control. But her plants were huge, so I want some of that, so that I can do, have that fertilizer. What in the world? Come on up. I don't know if it will or not. So my echinacea will die. I don't know if it will or not. I know that it blossoms in the second year. And then I don't remember what the rest of it was. It might. Does it? Let's see. Remy says, I have Echinacea, but I bought them for my daughter because she wanted colorful flowers, perennials. Yeah. So they will keep coming back even after the second year, Remy? Yarrow reseed like crazy and crawl too. Okay, good. So I will plant that. Maybe I'll plant it where I had the catnip last year because my catnip isn't coming back. Let's see. Oh no, I didn't. I did not see. Why is my computer running? Oh, Lynn's here. Hi, Lynn. Hey, Patrick. No, I did not see that video. I'm gonna have to go looking. Your your journal came. How do you like it? Is it what you expected it to be? Okay. Lynn says that she has been hello, come on, click on. Why are you taking so long? We've been here for 8 years, and the former owner planted Echinacea, and it blooms every year. Nice. So, yeah, it's probably just the first year it works on the plant. The second year it starts blooming and then continues to bloom from there.
Yeah, I just found out something. I posted it there about Echinacea.
There are 9 different species of Echinacea, but only 3 of them are used medicinal herbs. The Echinacea purpurea, which is the purple, I know. Echinacea pallida and Echinacea.
Yeah, I don't want to pronounce that last one.
Angustifolia. Makes me sound smart or stupid, depending on whether you've heard it pronounced before. Yeah, the purpurea is the purple Echinacea. It's the purple cone flower. Right down here to the Stewarts down the hill from me, they've got it planted everywhere, and I'm like, man, oh man, they're gonna come to work one morning and all their plants are gonna be gone.
Yeah,
I am
it's
so
also
glad.
it's also called the Eastern purple cone flower.
Yeah. Yeah. Lynn won a drawing I did in one of my other live streams where I did a drawing, and you could pick any book on my book list, and she won, and she chose the Garden Journal. And she says she loves it. I've been using mine because it's really I've got to start keeping track of what I'm planting, what cultivars I'm planting, because if something doesn't work out, I want to know what not to do again. Let's see. Why is this not? Oh, yeah. Thank you, Lynn. I planted them as a border for my food forest, so I hope they'll grow strong and for long. Yeah. That would be nice because, man, they are so medicinal. They are antibiotic. They do have antiviral properties. The whole plant can be used. And it is just an awesome plant. I have not been able to propagate them by seed yet, though. I have tried and tried, so I finally broke down. And
Have you
now
tried?
watch.
Have you tried chitting the seeds? CHITTING.
Roughing
Basically,
them?
you can get like a paper towel. Get a container that's dark that light can't get through. Put a paper towel or two in there. Put some water, get it damp. Sprinkle the seeds on it, and put another container that sits just inside, not all the way down. and put it over like one of those heat grow pads or something, or someplace where it gets warm, not hot. And because I've had great success this year, whereas in past years I couldn't. You never got seed. I plant a bunch of seeds and I get maybe 5 out of 20, and I'm getting like a 90% germination rate by chitting.
Okay. I'm gonna have to try that.
If you have stacking containers that leave about that much space in the bottom, whatever, and they're not clear, those work great because it keeps the light out. Okay. And it thinks it's underground.
Oh,
but with all the moisture and stuff, and you get the temperature set right, it works great.
That big long word meant narrow leaf. Why didn't they just say narrow leaf? I harvested 3.5 pounds of rhubarb today. With some of it made strawberry. Oh, Lynn, I want to be your friend. You have strawberry rhubarb crisp. That sounds awesome. My rhubarb plant's doing really good, and I've been looking at it, thinking about going ahead and harvesting a bunch of it. I don't know if I should try to wait until I got June bearing strawberries that are flowering like crazy. Let's see. But that would be cool to be able to get them both at the same time. And but yeah.
I got another computer I'm working on over here, so that's why I'm leaning out a picture.
I drink an Echinacea tea when I am starting to feel like I might be getting sick, and it works like it. Yeah, I've got well, hold on 1 second. I'll grab it. Rule number 1: never walk out of frame.
Or this is we walk out of frame all the time on the late night.
This is the tea I drink. Sometimes I drink coffee in the morning. Most of the time I drink coffee in the morning. Sometimes I drink tea, but this is the Echinacea, and this is the Echinacea and spearmint tea, and it is just really, really good. It's flavorful. I add sugar and milk, of course, because I'm not sweet. I hear you, Kat, but you can't get on me today because I didn't set the fan up.
Bucket list. Grow lights generally do not help seeds germinate. Very few seeds want to germinate in the light. They want to be in the dark.
You're not supposed to be on the table, Hanson. Get up there. I try. Okay. I transplanted my rhubarb this year, so no rhubarb, but should be very. Yeah, I had to transplant ours at one point too because it just wasn't getting enough sun. I moved it over by my apple tree, and oh my goodness, it's just taking off this year. Let's see. Oh, look at this. I get a fur coat on the hottest day of the year. Hop down, kid. I freeze my rhubarb because my strawberries are never ready at the same time. I used the last summer strawberry. Nice. I've got to keep adding to my battery bank. I've got one of those little freezers. Now I got hair tickling my nose. Thank you. I got one of those little, I don't know, it might be a 3 foot by 4 foot freezer that I want to bring up here. It's that right now it's in the basement at my brother's, and it's got what's left of last year's pig in it. And I want to get it up here, but I mean, I'm doing good with power in the summer, but it's in the winter. I really want more battery backup. because I just don't get enough light in the winter.
Well, rather than extra batteries, get extra panels. Because if you have you get extra batteries, but you're still trying to put in the same amount from the panels, it's not going to do any good. But if you get extra panels to catch that limited light in the wintertime, you're going to get more power going into the batteries.
Right, but the problem is, it's like last night I've been leaving the electric right on all night long so I can run a fan. I went to bed. Well, it's hard to tell now because I go to bed and it's just got dark, and I get up and it's been light for half an hour or so. But the batteries they're like usually 12.4 or 12.5 at night when I go to bed. And then they're usually, if I wake up and check it when it's still dark, it's down to like 12.2.
Okay, so if you have panels to actually do it, yeah, I can see adding some more if you're using more during the time. But generally, like in wintertime, that's gonna have 21. I froze. That's gonna have 2100-watt panels. Was because at the time frame when there's unless you got a system where it tracks the sun, you only got a certain couple hours
Right.
where you're getting maximum charge on the panels. And when I was still in California, I was using that system to run an AC in the bedroom because I was having to go to bed at 4:00 in the afternoon because I had to get up a little after midnight to go to work.
Right.
And I needed the bedroom cold so I could sleep.
Right. On a sunny day, I can run an air conditioner all day long.
Okay.
And because I have 1,000 watts of panels, which is 4 250-watt panels. They are in 2 500-watt series. And then got them coming in, and oh my goodness, this morning it was partly cloudy, and I think it surprised me. It took it till I want to say 9:30 in the morning or something to hit float. Usually I'm floating by 8:30, 9 o'clock easy. Especially if it's really sunny. So basically the panels are filling up everything. And then I've had it take in as much as 635 watts from the panels. And I think eventually I do want to add another 1,000 watts of panel. Because I've got a friend that gets to use one. His son or son-in-law lives in Arizona, and every so often he works at like the place when they have to change out the solar panels at the solar farms. He's at the place they take them to, and so we can get them, rather cheap.
Yeah.
I think I paid $125 for a panel, which is really good, and they work beautiful. My thing is in the winter I want to get it so it'll store more. I don't mind running. Well, right now I kind of mind running the generator a little more than normal, but I've got a 2,000-watt generator that in the winter I can just start that up and let it run for half an hour, and it peaks them right up even on a dark day, takes them right to float.
Right. You were talking about a chest freezer. Is that one like one of those little 5 cubic foot ones or 7 cubic foot ones from Sam's Club?
Walmart. Yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah, those. I got 4 of those, and my daughter has 3 of them. When I first got one of those, my first solar panel system I got was from Harbor Freight. It was the 45-watt system. It had 3 15-watt panels. And I had 4 deep cycle batteries. And in California, in Martinez, where we used to live, they have what's called Peddler's Fair every Saturday during the summer. And so I'd set up at 6 o'clock in the morning and then break down at 7 o'clock in the evening. But I'd have that panel sitting there charging the batteries and running that chest freezer, all the entire time. And I'm opening and closing the chest freezer selling ice cream. And my just off the 45-watt panels, at the end of the evening, I was down to 50%, about 60% on the batteries. When I swapped out those 3 15-watt panels for a 100-watt panel, it was golden. I mean, nice. I put the charge check on 100% at the end of the day, and so because chest freezers by their nature are more energy efficient, because it's not like opening a door on a free and all the cold rushes out. You open the lid and all the cold stays in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't they don't run that often, really.
Right. I've got a meter that you plug into the outlet, and then you plug the appliance in that tells you what it's drawing and everything. And I need to. That's it. That's it exactly.
Yeah, that's the kilowatt.
Yep, that's exactly what I have. Yep, and I want to plug that in. Let's see. Same here. 8:30 float on a sunny day. I need 3 hours of charge to charge my battery. Yeah. My friend Matt for his camp just bought 4 6-volt batteries, and they're those what are they, POH or something? They're lithium, POL.
Oh, the LiFo.
Yeah,
yeah, the lithium iron phosphate batteries. Those are a lot better than plain lithium.
Yeah, they were I think they were 200 a piece. But that took him. He was running 300 amp hours on regular Walmart deep cycle batteries. And I don't work for Walmart. I'm not affiliated. Just letting you know. I just shop there a lot. But
me too.
But he said it just made all the difference in the world when he switched over. The length of time, because he has a CPAP machine, I guess, that runs at night, and a fan and stuff like that. Let's see. What is it with the Canadians always trying? Well, I guess Lynn lives in Canada too, so she are one. Come to New Brunswick. Don't you be taking other people to shoot my moose. We got it set up one day when all this craziness is over. If all this craziness gets over, I'm going to have Remy down here for a whitetail hunt and in the Adirondacks, and he's going to have me up there for a moose hunt. There's always some. Where'd that go? There's always some at my grocery store in the fancy meat corner. Is that rabbit they're talking about, I think? Yeah. I know with wild hare, you have to, I think the secret is to braise them first. But then domestic animals like rabbits and stuff seem to taste different than their wild counterparts. Yeah, lithium Po. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's referred to as LiPo. Capital L, little I, capital F, little e, capital P, capital O, 4. And yeah, because I have some on my wish list for Amazon from Battleborn. This is a 100 amp hour battery rated for 3,000 to 5,000 deep cycle recharges, which you'll never go through that in 10 years if you keep it, stuff.
Right.
But yeah, that's $870, and that price dropped by 8% from when I added it 2 years ago. So it actually dropped in 2 years. The price dropped on something.
Wow. That is shocking. Let's see if I can. My computer is playing games with me. Let's see. Did I put that on a list? What? No. Your lists. I hate that when you go to the bottom of the screen and then the thingamajigger bar comes up. Oh, come on. Just go to my new list. Should be on my new list. Because everything he sends me, I usually put on a list. It's not on that one. It's not on that one. These the ones I'm talking about are they're 200 amp hours. They're 6 volt, 200 amp hours.
Okay.
And they're sealed. They're not. You don't have to mess with the water or anything.
All right.
Oh, Mary Lynn, she's so lonely. I started to talk to a swallow yesterday while taking a break from planting. Yeah, man, it's funny. I'm trying to get used to the fact, which I don't think I got to worry about it now that leaves are on the trees, that there's a young couple that are building a house across and up the road a little ways. And because I made no secret about it. There are times in the summer I do my chores in my underoos. But man, sometimes when I'm working and I'm listening to the radio and I just start singing and screaming at the top of my lungs. And the other day, they were moving a house, which I've got some pretty epic video of, through the woods. I didn't want them to think I was being pryy. So I guess I was being creepy. But anyway, they were moving the house and I was talking to him. He says, yeah. He said, did you hit what you were shooting at last night? I said, yeah, killed him with the first shot that hit him. And what it was I came home and I had a rooster that the other roosters had ganged up on and attacked. And I was trying to bring him back. And I thought he was okay to let out, and he didn't make it. And so I just wanted to put him down, and instead of grabbing the axe like I should have done, I tried to shoot him. And well, actually, as Trevor says, that I probably tried to scare him to death before I shot him. I haven't had ammo to practice. I used to take myself through the FBI training or qualification at least once a month, and I haven't been able to shoot in more than a year. It's just ridiculous.
Okay, so this was a lead acid battery you're talking about, that 200 amp hour one, 6 volt.
Mm-hmm.
I found one on Amazon for $200.
Yep.
Found another one here. A different company is $349. Another one for $241. These are all acid glass mat batteries. Oh no, sorry. The first one, that $200 one, is SLA battery.
What's S?
Seal lead acid.
Okay.
But the other ones are the sealed glass, the acid glass mat, which are actually better. That's why they also cost a little bit more.
He said going to 4 of those 6-volt batteries from 3. He says it was the difference between light and day.
Yeah.
What are they doing? They're planning another meetup. Maybe one morning we can meet up, Messenger, FaceTime, and drink a cup. All right, you guys, fine. I see how it is. Oh, that would be good. Now, Remy, am I right in thinking that there's a live a round table on Darren's channel, Thorhaven Farm, tonight?
Take a look, see here.
Oh, I'm invited too. That's sweet. I need to do this. Let's see. Let's see. StreamYard.com giveaway.
Hour.
What's that?
Thorhaven is live in an hour.
Yeah. And I think it's supposed to be a round table tonight. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it says round table.
Those are always, I mean, they hit on some good stuff, and they're always fun.
Yeah. On Thursday night, I run on my other channel, Green Man Prepping. I do the midnight ride, which starts at midnight Eastern time. For those that are insomniacs.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Let me go ahead and share my thing. We'll go ahead and do the drawing before we. Let's see here. Will my computer do it? I've done it before. There we go. Screen 1. Share. Okay. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and do hashtag sticker. And what we're drawing for is this. Well, let me get off that for a minute. Hashtag sticker. And we're going for this Homesteader sticker. I need to stop being so cheap and start giving away sweatshirts and stuff, but I just can't get over it. So we'll give
I've given up giving away little things. I just give away Amazon gift cards. It's so much easier.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times it's like with the books, it was so easy because let's see, Lynn won, and then Little House in the Big Woods won, and I had them get me their mailing information, and I just went on Redbubble and drop shipped it straight to them. Okay, we're up to 7 in here now. Haley, my niece Haley is on there. Elliot, I got to do. Her son's name is Elliot. She is starting to homestead. They just got chickens. The gateway animal.
Yeah, exactly. Chickens or rabbits are the gateway animals.
Yeah. All right. So I'll just give a few more seconds here for everybody to get their sticker. Hashtag sticker. And yeah, Lynn, when I sent, I think it cost me $6 for your book, but the shipping was only like $1 or $2 for Little House in the Big Woods book. But let's see here. All right, here we go. Hide that. Okay. Start collecting comments. Was I supposed to do that before? I think I was supposed to do that before. Oh, there's 5.
Yeah, I see 5 that type sticker in there.
Okay. Last chance, guys. Going once. Going twice. Type in hashtag stickers. We're about to draw. Good luck, everybody. We're drawing. Rem's Family Farm. Winner, winner. Rabbit dinner. Right. All right. Congratulations, Remy.
Here's to you, Remy.
I like that. It takes the yeah, absolutely. Cheers. And this is water, but it's purified drinking water. So I'm drinking the hard stuff now.
Yeah. Now, this is the stuff I run through my my Zen water filter.
Oh, nice. So yeah, Remy, go ahead and send me your mailing info, and I will mail you your homesteading sticker. And I don't know. Maybe I think these are. I hope they're good because, like I said, I've got mine on my helmet here. I'd put it on, but it makes my head look tiny. And this helmet's pretty cool. If I can get it to work. There it goes. I feel like Luke Skywalker on The Empire Strikes Back, or when they're doing the Death Star with the shades. But yeah,
I thought you were gonna say you feel like Top Gun.
That is actually we are privileged in Lewis County, southern Lewis County, to have one of the last drive-in movie theaters in the country. I think there's 20 or 25 left in the country, and they're showing Top Gun this weekend. The Top Gun 2.
Yeah. Actually, Cruise doesn't like people calling it Top Gun 2. The official name of the movie is Top Gun Maverick. Oh. And he goes, I don't want a bunch of numbers after it.
Well, you know, he's in the Christian Science world. He is undisputed. I mean, he's like huge.
Yeah.
And the thing is I don't understand how he does it, because they say his work ethic is he's just in there all the time. And but they have to go to their, I think they call it a temple. Forgive me if you're a Christian Scientist and I get it wrong, but they have to go every day or make it up.
What's interesting is there is a trailer for the movie that's more than a trailer. It's an official trailer by the studio, but 3/4 of it isn't the trailer for the movie. It's trailer for how they made the movie. And Tom Cruise pushed for all the actors to do flight training. Everybody was like 6 weeks of flight training in the back seat, taking the high G's and stuff, and they were beating them to death so when the camera was rolling, they could remain focused and act like a fighter pilot.
Right. my brother was telling me, yeah, Tom Cruise flew that. He was flying it himself, and I'm like, no.
No, he was in the Rio seat, and they had the cameras in front of him and aiming back at him, and the cameras on the seat aiming forward for the guy, and they had the same helmets on. So when the camera's from behind and you see the helmet, that's the Navy guy. But Tom Cruise is in the back seat, and yeah, they're pulling 7, 8, 9 Gs.
That's okay, Lynn. We understand. We know. She thought she removed the comment. But yeah, it is sad. I was watching Joe Rogan was interviewing. She does the crossword game show on the Game Show Network. I know this because my mom watches a lot of the Game Show Network. But she was on not Family Guy. She was on a sitcom, but she just came out of Scientology because it was I'm sorry, but they needed to give Meg Ryan a bigger part in number one. Meg Ryan is awesome. And he could tell you all about the training they did. LOL. I cannot go to the movie because my vertigo can't handle all that flying.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. On the first movie, Tom Cruise changed from the way he was on the first movie for the second movie. On the first movie, my nephew was in the Navy, and he was acting like a preened Dama on board ship, and the Marines had it up to here with him, and they pulled a drill when they knew he was going to be going. Froze when he was going down this one hallway, I forget what it's called on the ship, passageway, and they did a drill, and they went charging that thing, make a hole, make a hole, make a hole. Well, he didn't make a hole, and they ran his ass over.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they flattened him, rolled him, and everything else went right on through. And my nephew was saying after that, when he heard make a hole, he was hugging the bulkhead.
Yeah, I can imagine, man, when you're on a ship, because these ships are always on duty. I mean, unless they're in port and you're not on the ship, and even then, when they call you back, you've got to be in shape to get back,
Yeah.
But yeah, they are always on duty, and when it's time to go, nothing stops them.
Yeah.
I think I would be kind of remiss. I know this isn't a homesteading topic, but I've got to bring up. Unfortunately, there was a shooting in Texas, so down here in the lower 48, anyway, we are expecting some kind of push on gun control.
Yeah, it's one thing's already passed either the House or the Senate today.
Because I know there were like 3.
I got a news flash on it saying that that one of the, and they gave it a weird name, has passed, maybe it may have passed committee, but they're steamrolling. And here's what's so stupid about that whole thing. I used to work for Homeland Security. I used to be a deputy sheriff. Every year, there are more people by knives than by firearms. Kitchen knives. Clarified even more. By kitchen knives than firearms in the United States.
The background checks are going to get tougher. That means they're going to get longer. That's all they can do to the background check is make them longer, because
the background check is going to be the same.
You have to go through a background check. The only thing that is going to stop these tragedies, I mean, these are little kids, man. I don't know what was in this guy. Was just evil, but the only thing that's going to stop it is to get rid of that gun-free zone sign and put up a sign that says certain members of our staff are armed. You don't know which ones. Don't try it.
Better than that, all staff members have been through the FBI pistol course repeatedly.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I went to high school, my high school, just every pickup in the parking lot had 1 or 2 rifles in the rack.
Yeah.
If there was a fight, they took it out behind the gym.
Yep.
There was no, I'm going to go get my gun. And what ticks me off, no way, I'm trying to keep my language politically correct here, is I place a big blame on mainstream media. Because I've watched some of these news things on it. It's almost like they're hyping it up as, oh, this is the thing. He was upset with everything, so he went out and shot everybody. It's like, don't put that out there, idiots.
There should be a law saying that if there is an active shooter, you are not allowed to repeat his name in the news media.
Or mention that there was one more than twice.
Yeah.
It's all it needs to, okay. Once the event's over, they can't talk about it anymore.
Yeah. Maybe give them 2 days, but just
not even that. Once the event's over, they can't talk about it until he's if the perpetrator is deceased, they can't talk about it anymore. Yeah. If he goes to trial, all they can say is this guy's in trial. That's it. Yeah. He was found guilty or innocent. That's it. None of this saying, oh, he did this. He was feeling so hurt and put upon by everybody at work or everybody in school and boo-hoo-hoo. And so he thought this is his only option. That's what I hate when they say, when the mainstream media says this was his only option. No, it wasn't his only option.
They're making the perpetrator a victim. Lynn,
they're making him a hero.
Yeah. Lynn, I would challenge you. Well, now you can't go back in time, but to find anywhere in the United States that you can buy a firearm without a background check. That is already the law. They talk about a gun show loophole. There is no gun show loophole.
There is a loophole, but not gun shows. If you're a law enforcement officer, you can walk in and buy a weapon right then and there. No background check.
But you have to show all the proper ID.
Yeah. You just if you're in uniform or you walk in with your credential, you show your credential, says, so-and-so police department, boom, done.
Right. And I mean, we give them guns anyway. We issue them guns anyway, and they are highly trained. I got all the respect in the world for our law enforcement and first responders, but yeah, as far as buying a gun without a background check, this guy passed a background check. He turned 18. He bought the guns.
He had no criminal record. Yeah. However, like my wife is saying on Facebook and stuff, where is the mental health aspect of it? You want to do a background check. You need to include on some of these guys that are just turning 18 for their first purchase, a mental health check on some of the ones, because some of these, if once someone's past that and going on, hey, boom, it comes up and it automatically comes up that they pass.
Yeah.
But private sales, just in most states, private sales, you don't have to. You're not required by law to register it. Right.
In New York, we are under the SAFE Act, the Unsafe Act. You have to go to an FFA or FFA, a gun dealer and get background check and all that. However, quite honestly, when I go, my guns are going to family members that I've pre-chosen. There is talk. One of the things that when you mentioned that one of the legislations passed the Senate committee or whatever, Cory Booker, I think his name is, and 2 other senators were pushing for a federal licensing thing. Okay, I got my first gun when I was around 10 years old. So that's 40 years that I've owned firearms. And now they want me to go get permission to own firearms. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, here you want to know a loophole on this? So any quote firearm, you have to get the FA paperwork on to transfer, title on something you buy it new. Except there's a whole classification out here, and which may get shut down here shortly. But right now, the sellers are not keeping information. That is a pre-charged pneumatic. Now, don't get all saying it's an air gun. It can't do anything. Go check out Maccabee Speed. He shoots a 72 caliber Zeus. He holds the record for the fastest shot. That 72 caliber, that's a 12 gauge shotgun slug.
Yeah.
And he has all these videos on it. And I tell you, that's putting a shotgun slug in a rifle and hitting out there at a couple hundred yards.
Right.
They have it in. You can get it in they can get the pre-charged pneumatics in the regular pellet size 0.177, 22, 25, 9 millimeter, 30, 38, 45, 454, and 72. There are people who've been hunting with these things for years. They'll go out with the 30 caliber air rifle and bring down a deer, a moose. The one guy goes out there, he goes, I use the Air Force 50 caliber and I hunt down bear.
That is
air
crazy.
rifle. Yeah.
Yeah. They have come a long way from the daisy of my youth. And they are tack drive precise on a lot of those.
And a lot of them have integrated baffle. They call them baffles, mufflers, froze. But the other word for it is a suppressor, built-in suppressor. So because it's built in and it's integrated as part of it, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms has no business over it.
Well, since it's not a firearm.
No, the silencer part, the muffler part.
Well,
because
even that.
Sitting by itself, they do. But when it's integrated into an air rifle, they have no control over it because it's a baffle on an air rifle.
Back, I want to say a few years ago, it might have been 10. There's a place in Louisiana called Red Jacket Firearms that had a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he was beginning to specialize in was for law enforcement and stuff, ARs and firearms, long rifles with the barrel was actually a silencer. It was all in one. He was working on silence. Not when you say silencers,
it's a muffler.
Yeah, it's a muffler. It'll take a 30 caliber down to maybe sound like a 22 or so, somewhere in there. And 22s can be loud. But
the other thing too, people don't realize there's two different things that make sound. The powder charge going off,
mm-hmm.
and whether or not the projectile breaks the sound barrier.
Right.
If it's subsonic, you're not going to get that other crack.
Right.
But if you have one that comes flying out of there at 1,300 feet per second, you're going to get a second crack that the muffler, whatever you want to call it, can do nothing about.
Right. There's a big market for subsonic. It was a big market for subsonic ammunition. I wish I had. I wish I had a 223 because that's the only ammunition on the shelves now. And that's funny because most ARs, one of the most popular caliber for ARs and stuff is a 223 or 5.56, and that's all I could find in runnings and 9mm. The pistol ammunition is starting to come back, but I've already got.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what I got. Anyway, but anyway, I think Darren should be coming on soon. I think.
Yeah.
Am I missing Darren? But I don't want to. I don't want to miss that. That's supposed to be a good round table this evening.
Yeah, that's it. Got another 40 minutes before he comes
Oh,
by.
okay. Okay, cool.
But I got to get out of here. I came in to take a dinner break, and then I checked the temperature. From the time I came in to take my break, the temperature outside went up 4 degrees, and it's after 5 o'clock here in Idaho, so it went up, not down, in the last hour.
Well, maybe it'll spur you a nice little thunderstorm to wet your garden.
That's coming tomorrow. But I got to get some stuff I got to get done today before the rain hits.
Well, I sure appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, especially if I can help educate anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So. And I do apologize for not making your after midnight.
Most people can't make it. I think I had like at the start of it, I had like 15 people in there total for it. And most of them were Poop Troop members. That's Courtney's White Family Farm group. And when Dustin came up there, he started sharing it out. We increased our numbers and stuff. But we went for 3 hours last Thursday.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. We covered it. We bounced all over the place.
My mom was telling me when I was taking her to get her x-ray today, she says, "I'm so sorry." And I said, "About what?" And she says, "Well, it's going to mess up your live stream." I said, "How is it going to mess up my live stream?" She says, "Well, you won't be able to plan what you're going to talk about." And I could just see if Remy heard that, he would laugh, because he's always asked, "You got a topic?" Not really.
Yeah, well, like on a lot of things, I'll put out the starting topic is going to be this.
Yeah.
And where we go from there is directed by the side chat.
Yeah. One day I'm going to have Patrick Coste on. He is off grid also, and he's just a wealth of knowledge on being off grid. And I really want to have him on. It just hasn't really come to fruition yet. But anyway, I'm going to go and try to get something to eat, so I'm not eating while I'm watching, because when you watch Darren and the boys on their round table, I end up with food all over my computer.
Yeah, someone drops a laugh bomb, and that's it. Yeah. All righty.
All right, y'all have a good night, and take it easy. Try to stay cool out there, and things are gonna start getting bad, guys. So just take care of yourselves out there. Have a great day.
Plant more food.
Absolutely. Have a great day, and God bless.